Hype Man K Crew, what it do? Back with another video. As you can see, it's just you and I, 1v1. There's nobody else. And I'm gonna start doing a lot more of the 1v1 videos because I want y'all to get to know me as a person and what I believe and what I stand for. If you like these videos, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and also I have an email in my Instagram bio. It says, I might put in the YouTube description as well. The email is xhypemank. So I want y'all to ask me questions. Feel free to ask me anything, and I will probably do like a reaction video to the Q&A video, read the questions and just be like, this person said this and that, type thing. You get the gist. So today's topic is how to outwork everyone. I won't be long. The preacher be like, hey, I don't want to be long. I won't hold y'all too long. They be lying. But I have 7 tips, and it's like a little guideline. It's gonna be a title, and I'm gonna break it down for you. All right. So tip number 1: develop the outwork mindset. You got to plant that in your head that I want to outwork everyone. And what I mean by that, it's not like I want to be in competition with everyone. Your biggest enemy is yourself. You want to outwork yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can tend to tell yourself, hey, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to succeed. I want to take over the world. But your other self can be like, nah, they ain't realistic. You know what I'm saying? So have that plant inside your brain and be like, hey, shut up. Tell the other side of yourself, the negative side, shut up. I'm going to do it regardless whether you like it or not. Tip number 2, let's set realistic goals. Set realistic goals that best suit you. I do HVAC, as y'all all know. I do HVAC. The reason why I do HVAC is because as a kid, my grandma had me doing more of hands-on things. So when something breaks or when she couldn't lift anything heavy, she would always call my name, and that developed me to. And also I was also problem solving as well. So she couldn't figure something out. Like let's say she couldn't figure out how to program the remote to the TV. So I would have to read the manual, look it up, program it, and she's like, oh, okay. Sometimes she'd be in my ear, but like, grandma, go to the other room and figure this out. Sometimes we figure it out together. So that developed me, that helps me figure out what I want to do in life. And that what brought me to the trade of HVAC. At first I went to college, and that wasn't for me because college not for everyone. I just saw it as a scam. It's a scam artist, but it's a different topic for a different day. When I went to HVAC school, they had the little systems, and they was telling us, it's basically how my grandma was training me, like, hey, stay here until you figure out the problem, So it's problem solving, more hands-on. You lifting heavy equipment inside the attic and building stuff up. It's a lot. So set realistic work goals that best suits you and be on the right path. Real talk. I can't do what Castanet is doing. Castanet will forever be Castanet, and I would forever be Hype Man K. So I would have to set goals according to what God has for me and where He wants this YouTube channel to go. Tip number 3, take accountability measures and know that you're the problem. So like I said in tip number 1, you're your worst enemy, So if you can't blame nobody, basically. And that's why I said you're your worst enemy, because you can blame your mom, you can blame your dad, you can blame anybody else, and you just use that as an excuse on why you don't want to work as hard, But really, it's yourself. Take accountability. Know that you're the problem. Fix it. That's it. That's simple. Tip number 4, block out all distractions. Eliminate all distractions. Don't party every weekend. Don't get drunk. Don't smoke weed. Don't bust this female down. Don't bust that man down. Whatever. Who, he, she, whatever. Don't bust that female down, So just eliminate the distractions. Eliminate it. And you will start seeing it. Once you remove those distractions, I'm gonna tell you some personal experience. Once you remove those distractions, you're gonna start seeing yourself finding yourself in the right path. Because distractions it depends what type of distraction it is and what type of person you are. Okay, it's okay. I get distracted a lot. I get sidetracked a lot. And I tend to do this, go over here, and then next thing you know, like, damn, I got to get back focused. I got to reprogram. It's like basically reprogram yourself to follow your path. And it can be hard. It's hard, but it's easy. That's all I got to say. Block out all distractions. It's plain and simple. Tip number 5, learn from successful individuals. And please stay away from bums. If you're hanging around a bunch of people that's not doing what you're trying to do, they're going to bring you down. I'm telling you from experience. They're going to try to talk down on you. They're going to be like, hey, man, it's okay. Just take a chill pill, relax. You don't need to be doing all that extra stuff. No, you have a goal you're trying to reach. Forget what they got to say. This is your life. You only have one life. Live it. And hang around people who like-minded. That's another reason why I'm trying to get away where I'm at, this area. Not too many people here in Memphis or Mississippi trying to network or do YouTube or trying to take over the world. And what I mean by take over the world is like basically be on top. I want to be on top. I want to be like, well, that's for me to know. but I want to be on top. That's all I gotta say. And came across a couple friends. They be like, yeah, I'm down. They be like cool with it. They see, they doing the same thing, smoking weed, having about 4 or 5 baby mamas, 10 kids, and I'm like, bro, this is not it. This is not the lifestyle I want to live. I'm finna move. I'm finna get away from her because it seems like everybody doing the same thing. All the women pregnant, all the niggas doing the same thing, smoking weed, selling drugs, scamming. That's not the life I want to live, man. It's not. Hang around positive people. Hang around people who's doing the same thing that you're on, which is business, entrepreneurship, anything. No, tip number 6, I'm sorry. Never believe you have arrived. Meaning, don't be too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Better not get too, don't get too comfortable. Still have that same mindset as when you were down below. Like, what I mean by that is some people get good right here when they try to go right here. So they get good right here and they be like, man, you know what? I'm comfortable. I got my own crib. I got my car. I got a bad bitch. I can go, call her whenever. I'm straight, man. I'm good. But you forgot the whole game plan. Like, this is just a constant set state. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the game plan. Don't forget the whole game plan. Your whole mission was to take over the world. You can't take over the world being comfortable right there. My manager, this is another story I want to share. My manager, he said, raise your hand. So I raised my hand. He said, okay. He said, keep your hand up. I said, okay. So I kept my hand up. He said, go higher. I said, okay. He said, how come you didn't do that the first time? And I was like, because, you basically just said, raise your hand until we go high. He said, no, what I'm trying to tell you is, I forgot how you said it. I don't want to say it the wrong way. Basically, he's saying, I'm just gonna make this out of example. Basically, I don't have to work at a 9-to-5 job. Yes, I do HVAC, but I can do more than just HVAC. I can have my own company, start my own business, start my own company. I don't have to be stuck as an employee. I can get my contractor's license. I can start my own business, have my own LLC. You know what I'm saying? So where I can go out, knock on people's doors and do my own jobs and make 10, 20K just off of 1 week. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. I can take over the world. Never be too comfortable. Never believe you have arrived. Same. Last but not least, tip number 7. Focus on what matters the most. Like I said, when you drive, I said this is one of my 1v1 videos. When you're driving, if you look in the rearview mirror when you're driving, what you gonna do? You're gonna crash while you're driving. You look in the rearview mirror while you're driving, you're gonna crash. But if you keep your eyes focused on the road and it's just 2 hands on the steering wheel, keep your eyes on the road, you will not crash. You can see where you're going. It'll be a straight, clear path that God has for you. Focus. You got this. And I want to end it off in conclusion. I'm not trying to encourage you to be in competition with everyone. I'm trying to encourage you to be in competition with yourself. You are your worst enemy. I need you to focus. So the question isn't, I'm going to quote this from someone. The question is no longer what do you want? The question is, what are you willing to go through in order to get it? Think about that. That's a deep quote. And you only have one life, so don't waste it. We're young. Let's focus. Let's do it while we're young. Don't wait till you're 40 and before, you get old and you be like, man, I could have did this, I could have did that. It's too late. Well, it's never too late, but it's going to be much harder because you're going to be like, dang, these young folks doing it, but I'm old, wrinkly. I mean, you still can do it. Don't get me wrong, but I see a lot older. They be like, well, if I was your age, I could have did this and that. There's no more OGs, no more telling you that anymore. So just real deal, focus on your path, man. You got this. Stay focused. Be true to yourself. Be to yourself. Hi, man K. We out. We out. We out.
Hi, man K. We out. We out. We out. We out.